Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric Paul, and it's time for the Stanley Cup Finals. It's finally here. What George Seabrook has been working for 2 full seasons. 1 full season in the CHL and on the St. John Sea Dogs, and then getting drafted number 1 to the Calgary Flames, and a full season in the NHL. George Seabrook has guided the Flames, carried the Flames as one of the greatest rookie centers of all time to the Stanley Cup Finals. And since the Flames and the Winnipeg Jets, who are their opponents, are both in the Stanley Cup Finals, this assures Canada will win a Stanley Cup and will break their Stanley Cup drought. And the TV ratings will drop below the lowest record ever set. And Gary Bettman will commit suicide after these Stanley Cup Finals because the NHL won't make as much money as he wants to. And right away, George Seabrook gets an assist to Alex Tanguay. And the Flames take an early 1-0 lead. And George Seabrook picks up another assist with Alex Tanguay getting the goal. And right here, George Seabrook causes a turnover, runs back to the bench, and there was a goal scored. And I think it was Evander Kane that scored it. Yeah. Evander Kane is one of my favorite players in the NHL. And I love the Jets, but unfortunately he scored. And another side note, the Jets are my favorite Canadian team, believe it or not, in real life. And George Seabrook gets a breakaway goal to make it 3-1. Another block by Seabrook, but to no avail. The Jets bring it back to 3-2. And Seabrook right here shoots around the goalie, hits the ceiling of the goal, and scores. And that's going to do it for Game 1, as the Calgary Flames win 5-2. So they take a quick 1-0 lead in the series. And here's Game 2 in Calgary again. And the face-off, of course, George Seabrook wins. And right here, Seabrook is driving the puck in, barely misses the defender, passes it out to the defender, and Backlund, of all players, scores the first goal of the game and gives George Seabrook an assist. And right here, a beautiful cross-crease pass to Backlund again to make it 2-0. And the Flames are taking charge in this game. George Seabrook picks up yet another assist and makes it 3-0. And I'm pretty sure that was Alex Tanguay. And that was all the scoring in the game. The Flames win 3-0 in a complete shutout. The Jets had no offensive plan at all. They just couldn't score. So the Flames take a quick trip out to Winnipeg, right next door, well, sort of, to Manitoba. They had to cross over Saskatchewan, of course. You know, I know my Canadian geography. But the Jets take a quick 1-0 lead, and of course, the CPU sims them to a 2-0 lead. George Seabrook, he got that achievement because he hit the goalpost 3 times in that game. And the Jets win Game 3, 2-0 in a complete shutout. So the Flames didn't have a chance. On a side note, though, George Seabrook did have an injury from Game 2 that carried over into Game 3, and it did affect his performance. And right here, the Flames get a quick goal to make it 1-0 in the first period. And George Seabrook had nothing to do with it. He was just getting off the bench. But right here, he gets kind of a lucky goal. It goes through the 5-hole of the goalie, and it makes the score 2-0. And off the face-off, the Flames score again, making the score 3-0. George Seabrook didn't get an assist, but he did win the faceoff. So he helped create that goal, even though he won't get a point for it. And right there, Seabrook picks up another assist, and it goes to 4-0. So it's not looking too good for the Jets right here. And Seabrook makes a brilliant decision to pass it out to the defender, who passes in to Curtis Glencross to make the score 5-0. And that's the end of the game. Just like that. So the Flames take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series, going back to Calgary for Game 5, and the Stanley Cup is on the line, and the Flames are one win away from claiming that title for the first time since 1989. And right here, the Jets take a quick 1-0 lead with an amazing shot from way back there. That may have been a defender that took that shot, but George Seabrook gets an amazing pass from Alex Tanguay to make the score 1-1. And on a side note, Sven Barchi actually came back for this game. Even though he was still injured, he still managed to play, and right there, somehow, the Jets get an own goal. And since it ricocheted off of George Seabrook's body to the defender, he actually gets credit for the goal, believe it or not. But right here, Seabrook picks up sort of an assist, and Sven Barchi gets his first goal in a very long time. And it's in the Stanley Cup Finals. And Barchi again with the goal, Seabrook with the assist, and the score is 4-1. And now the score is 5-1. Just like that. Seabrook goes into the bench, and somehow the Jets score again, making the score 5-2. And there's going to be a replay coming up here. And it was just an amazing shot. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. But right here is the very end of the game. Seabrook gets one last hit in, and the Calgary Flames are Stanley Cup champions. And if any of you have watched all 39 other episodes, I thank you, because it was a very long journey. I started this Be a Pro way back when this game came out, and I finally won the Stanley Cup, playing every game that I possibly could, except for the games that I couldn't play due to injury. And there's George Seabrook, first in line, captain of the team, shaking the hands of the Winnipeg Jets. Very honorable opponent. And George Seabrook wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. Fittingly, of course. He deserves it. He got by far the most points of anybody. And right here, some weird graphics for the Stanley Cup champions. And the Flames, they're just standing there. They're relishing it. They're relishing the moment. And Canada has a Stanley Cup again. And this time it'll go to Calgary. All the fans are super excited. And George Seabrook, of course, the captain of the team, he's going to be the first one to pick up the Stanley Cup and kiss it and do all the other stuff to it. And then he's going to hand it off to his teammates. And they're all going to get their 15 seconds of fame on national television. This is a wonderful day for Calgary, a wonderful day for Canada. If you're from Canada and this actually happened, I think you should relish this. Even if you're like an Oilers fan or a Canucks fan, the fact that Canada actually could win a Stanley Cup would be amazing. Leland Irving definitely deserves to hold that Stanley Cup. He did a great job as goalie in the playoffs. Even though he wasn't perfect, he helped the Flames stay in those games. He created a shutout in one of the games in the Stanley Cup Finals, and the Calgary Flames take their team picture as Stanley Cup champions. And George Seabrook has accomplished a lifelong goal of playing in the NHL and winning the Stanley Cup. Now here's some awards. The Flames won the President's Trophy. George Seabrook wins all the MVP trophies. Art Ross, Hart Memorial Trophy, Lady Byng Memorial Trophy, whatever that is, Calder Memorial Trophy, Conn Smythe, well, that's MVP of the playoffs. These are goalie trophies. Bill Masterson Memorial Trophy. Frank J. Sulk Trophy. Ted Lindsay Award. And Maurice Richard Trophy. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I'm Eric Paul, and thanks for watching.